Howdy folks, welcome to another video set in ARK. Survival on the island. This is my 4th week of playing ARK. In fact, this is my 4th week of playing any ARK game. I'm completely new. I'm an utter noob to this line of games. I'm still very much learning. Ooh, some more crap. I don't mean that. What's that? Cooking pot, got one of those. Stone pick. I'll take them away. And this is my RG. Argentavis, a variety of giant eagle. I don't know what reality there is to there being giant eagles. But anyway, this eagle, this Argentavis, is the reason why I'm making this video. Because I previously built an expedition ship based on the Raft, the conventional or vanilla raft. You can build on it. You don't know how many parts, but I grossly exceeded the comfortable limit. And the problem I found with the raft is, even with all the construction I'd put on the raft, I couldn't safely take off in this big bird from the raft, but the risk of crashing into the sea. And if you crash into the sea, you're all automatically dismounted, and you have to retrieve your mount, which is an awful palaver. This is my second base, my second player home and crafting centres, etc. I made videos about this place before, so there's nothing. So I won't be giving a tour of this. And I have used Astrios skins textures to make it look like a Greek temple, even though it's a house. All my crafting stations are in there. Smithy, forge, etc. Cooking fire. But I wanted to put them on a ship, so I would have a mobile base. And I managed it kind of with the existing vanilla raft. It was barely satisfactory though. Again, I had these takeoff and landing issues with this Argentavis because it's quite simply not big enough, not high enough. Because you really need a bit of height to be sure of taking off properly. And the Argentavis can function as a smithy. I have a smithy on the boat. I've been fortifying this place against giant elephants. Can't remember what the things are called, but it basically devastated my place. Yeah. So anyway, boats and transports. And here we go. Come on. This is my original boat. Got a cabin there. It's quite cramped. There's enough deck space to get 4 or 5 small to medium-sized creatures aboard, including, of course, my RG there. Though to get them to take off, you had to generally get them up onto the after deck. Use the smithy, which I don't really need because I've got the Argent harvest now. Lots of storage. My forge. Sleeping bag. So it's very cramped. Cooking fire. So I couldn't comfortably get the RG up here. He needs this height to take off from. Oh yes, mortise and pestle. All basic stuff. So goodbye old raft. And hello, new one. This is it here. It's the new improved raft. If I go into engrams, there's wooden raft, the conventional one. Can support the weight of structures and be built on. The better raft. Faster, can reverse, increase build area and structure count. And you can find that outside the main game in the mods when you're in the selection screen when you're choosing which type of game you're going to play with, you know, solo or multiplayer, etc. You find mods there and you can acquire them. That's where this came from, the better raft. And it is indeed better. Not just size, but how much stuff I can fit aboard. That was at its limit. This is not even approaching its limit. And there's still more I can put on. Speaking of which, let's load up yet another creature. Put them on the foredeck. Dismounting can be a bit of a problem. So there we go. 1, 2. Can actually see how many I've got on board. Oh yeah, I've got a raptor, saber-toothed. I've got Ankylosaurus. That's how you pronounce it. And I'm going to have this Archie aboard as well. So I got my forge out of the front there. And storage as before. Bigger cabin, much bigger. Room for more furniture. Comfortable chair. world map. Near about there. That little tongue of land sticking out and well, pointing to the sea, more or less, in a downward direction. The arch where I've built my house above it is more or less in the middle of that slender peninsula. And where I'm going is up here. That peninsula there. More or less where the snows meet the jungles. Right on the coast. A beach that I've heard described as the Mosh Pit. I've already started building there, building a castle on a tiny bit of rock off near the beach, across from the beach. Nice and safe. But I've acquired quite a few dinosaurs or creatures from it, including the saber-tooth and the raptor that are on, and the Anki that are on deck. All came from the Mosh Pit. That there beach and peninsula. So there's more room in there. I can move my bed up here. When I get a bed, I can move it right here. I've got a little stern gallery where I can take the air of an evening. All these textures are steampunk, but there's also some wasteland textures. So that's steampunk again, steampunk. In the wasteland there are all these spiky, rusty, gnarly looking ones with bits of bone and stuff. Much more Mad Max. But in combination with the steampunk, it's quite a nice effect, I think. So my quarters are doubled. The space is doubled and the height is quite a bit more. Oh, don't want to leave that on the deck. It might slip on it. So here's all my crafting stuff. Mortars and pestle, cooking fire, cooking pot, a bench where we can sit, enjoy the heat of the fire. Did I say smithy as well? And the after deck where I can park my RG. And there's enough height for him to take off and land safely. And I'm going to demonstrate that very point. We're just going to level up. You might not want to land on it because it's so close to land. And there we go. Just to prove that you can take off without crashing into the sea. Well, up you go. Something that's much more difficult on this ship, because it's too low. But with the new and improved, the better raft, you can just do a whole lot more. It's got roughly the same footprint as the old raft. It's higher and more capacious, more roomy. And you can make it a bit more convincingly booty. Or you can do whatever you please. You can make it look how you want. What do you like? Creatures. So if you find that interesting, give it a like. Oh yeah, another advantage of the design, well, both ships are sufficiently low that when they're near the beach you can just walk your creatures aboard. Given that most mounts are earthbound. Let's see if I can take off here. Nope. See, it was just too low. I'm going to go on an expedition up north to that mosh pit. I don't think I need all these creatures. I need that Anki up there, but not there. There's another place. I want to put that Ankylosaurus. About turn. And this duckbill dinosaur, parasaur, I think it's called, was quite useful as a heavy transport. You could load her up with a goodly amount of building materials. Same as this one. But now I've got the RG. I've got an aerial transport. The sky's the limit. I can use the RG as my heavy lifter. What else do I want up there? Well, my saber tooth. My rat. All three of these creatures came from the mosh pit, that beach I pointed out when I'm building a castle. Come on, turn around. This is the most awkward of creatures because it requires a wide doorway. Come on, giddy up. But it's really good at harvesting. With the flick of its tail, we can smash rocks and so on. There we go. Compost bins are allowed today. I'm not finished. I'm nowhere near finished building this place. Still not quite sure what direction to go in. Whether to house all my creatures in sheds and so on. Or compounds so they don't stray off. I think I will take these two up north, where they came from. My saber-tooth and my raptor. Oh, you've... Ah, good, it's gone away. Don't put that aboard my ship. He's actually got a level up. Sitting comfortably. Oh, my stern lantern is still lit. Stern lantern's quite good if you park the ship on a bit of the coast and it's night time and you're on a forage inland. Going back to the coast, you can follow it until you see the stern lamp of your ship. Another improvement upon the old ship. The dismounting is a problem. But with this better raft, I could actually build an aircraft carrier, something capable of launching and storing a whole number of flying critters. Might even call it the ARK Royal. Given this game is ARK Survival, the ARK Royal as an aircraft carrier. It was a real aircraft carrier in the Second World War. A famous British naval ship. Survived many conflicts. Right, let's take her out for a spin. I'll save you the tedium of a voyage up north. I'll take her into the open sea. It seems a bit more manoeuvrable, despite the fact that it's faster than the vanilla raft. Where did it go? It's like a speedboat. Be there in no time flat. Faster miles an hour. As it just up here with my RG's feathers. Probably not the best place for scanning the waters ahead. I'll keep a sharp eye out for rocks. Photo mode. I seem to be hovering. So there we go, my expedition ship. ARK Royal 1. And stuffed full of critters, it is a bit of an ark. I'll better save it just in case. Never know when it might crash. We've also been building under the water, so it's got a fully formed hull, reinforced bow. That's my saber-tooth cat. And the rudder. I need to make the rudder a bit bigger, I think. Okay, well, go aboard. Well, thank you for watching. Hope you found it vaguely interesting. If you did, give it a like. Thumbs up the video and want to see more videos in more of my videos or more videos in this theme, this sort of thing, then subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. Perfectly free. Free to a good home. And thank you for watching this, staying this long. And ta-ta from me and my critters. Cheerio.